Arlo Meets Denis by DJ Beerbower. Hi, I'm Arlo, and this is a story about how I got a new brother and a new best friend. So it all started June 17th, 2019, when my owner, DJ, came home with a new cat. I was scared at first, but then after like 30 minutes, I started getting used to him. Or her. I didn't know the gender at first, but then DJ told me his name was Dennis, so I knew it was a boy. And he was only a kitten at the start. He would drink milk out of a bottle, he got his own bed, and even got extra belly scratches. That's just cold. But after 5 to 6 months, he was the same size as me. Then he even started talking to me. He said, "Hi, I'm Dennis. What's your name?" So I said, "Arlo." And he said, "Oh, hi Arlo. Do you want to play with the toy I found?" I started thinking in my head, it better not be my mouse toy. But I said, "Sure, let's see it." So he brought me downstairs, through the kitchen, and to my bed, where all my toys are. I started thinking in my head again, oh no, this is where I keep my mouse toy. And guess what? Dennis picked up my mouse toy. I didn't want to be rude, but I also didn't want him to mess up my favorite mouse toy. So I said, oh, please don't touch that. Dennis got scared and then his eyes got really big and sad. I said, hey, it's okay. I just don't want you to touch this and mess it up. Dennis looked at me and back at the toy and said, I promise I won't. And so I had no choice but to let Dennis play with it. I had to keep eye contact with him at all times to make sure he didn't do anything to it that I didn't like. But after 2 hours passed, Dennis fell asleep with my mouse toy in his paws. I was so mad because I always sleep with my mouse toy. But I knew what to do. While DJ and Dennis were both fast asleep, I would grab the mouse toy just to make sure DJ doesn't stop me. So when DJ went to bed, he gave me good night squeezes and good night kisses and good night belly scratches. Once he was done and in his room asleep, all was depending on me. I tiptoed over there and grabbed the mouse toy's tail, then slowly pulled the mouse toy, and boom! I got the mouse toy back. So I was so very tired for waiting for DJ to fall asleep. So I went in there on the back of the couch and laid there because Dennis was asleep in my bed. I cuddled up with my mouse toy and fell asleep. The next day I woke up and oh no, my mouse toy was gone. I suspected Dennis did it because he loved it so much. So I walked to my bed and Dennis was still asleep. So I started to get confused because why would DJ want a cat mouse toy? But I checked anyways. And I didn't see it at first, but then I saw it. It was on top of DJ's dresser. And I don't think you know this about me, but I'm kind of scared of heights. So I had to get Dennis and wake him up so he could help me get the mouse toy. So I walked over there and woke Dennis up, and as soon as I woke up, Dennis said, "Aw, I was having a dream about catnip." And I replied with, "Well, last night, DJ, I guess, took the mouse toy while you were asleep." His eyes got really big, and he slowly looked at my bed and noticed he wasn't snuggling with the cat toy. He said, "Oh no, come on, let's go get your toy." I replied with, "Now not so fast. DJ is super easy to wake up. Let's take the secret way." Dennis said, "What secret way?" I told him, "Come on, I'll show you." We both quietly climbed up the creaky stairs and turned left instead of right. And Dennis said, "Arlo, DJ's room is on the right, not the left." And I said, "I know, we're taking the attic. Then we will crawl above his room. Then I will tear a small hole just big enough for me to slide through and grabbed the toy. Dennis looked shocked and confused and said, "Why can't we just go into his room and climb on the dresser?" So I had to think of something about how to respond, because I don't want him to know that I'm afraid of heights. So I said, "Because the floor is too creaky." And Dennis nodded his head as if he were saying yes. And right here, you're probably wondering, how are two house cats going to open an attic door? Well, I pushed a chair from DJ's room under the attic door. Then Dennis and I jumped onto the chair, and Dennis got on top of me on his hind legs. Then he reached us up as high as he could and grabbed the attic door string with his claws and pulled. We both heard a thud, so we knew we were getting somewhere. And don't worry, we closed DJ's door so he wouldn't hear us. Then the attic door came open, so Dennis released his claws and jumped down, then said, "Okay, Arlo, it's up to you. Go get the mouse toy." I gulped in fear and said, "Yeah, let's do it." I jumped up there and walked using my imaginary map in my head, and when I felt like I was right in the spot, so I started digging, ripping, chewing until I could fit through the hole and slide into the bedroom. I slowly clawed the ceiling and I fell right on top of DJ. He woke up and rolled over on me. I meowed so loud that DJ got up so fast and looked and saw me as flat as a pancake. He picked me up and said, "Aw, I'm sorry, Arlo. I didn't see you." I got back up and looked up at the mouse toy on his dresser and back at him, then meowed. He was confused, but then he saw the toy and said, "Oh, the mouse toy. Yeah, I took it last night because I didn't want Dennis to mess it up." Dennis looked mad and confused, while on the other hand, I was happy and thankful that DJ was trying to protect my mouse toy. I meowed once more, then raised my paw as a symbol of pointing. DJ said, "Ah, yes, here, Arlo." And DJ handed me my mouse toy and I ran off. Then DJ said to Dennis, "Shh, don't tell Arlo, but I got you your own mouse toy also." Dennis sprung into excitement and ran straight to me and waved his own toy in my face. I was mad, but mostly happy for him. The end. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more stories coming in the future. Thanks for watching.